an incident that took place with the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. A man will mention a woman in front of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He speaks about how good she is in her worship. He speaks about how much she prays. He speaks about how much she fasts. He speaks about how much she donates. But then the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ tells him, this woman that you just mentioned right now, she will be punished in the hellfire. Amazing. Ya Rasulullah, we just told you how much this woman prays. We just told you how much this woman fasts. We just told you how much this woman donates. We just told you how much good this woman does. And Nabi ﷺ said, yes, but she will be punished in the hellfire because she was evil and cruel to her neighbors. SubhanAllah. Prayers, fasting, donation, all these good actions, but she was cruel to her neighbors. And being cruel to your neighbor is as evil as any other major sin. And then on the other hand, the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was mentioned to him another woman. She prays normal, she fasts normal, so she does not pray a lot. She prays her prayers, she fasts her fasting. She gives her zakat, and she does, average actions. She does, the normal average actions as a Muslim does when it comes to the ibadah. The Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, but she's going to the Jannah. Why, O Messenger of Allah? Because she is very good and she is very well mannered to her neighbors. Subhanallah. Who thinks of that these days? You find Muslims, Islam to them is about salah, Islam to them is about fasting, Islam to them is about zakat, Islam to them is about reading the Quran Kareem, which no doubt this is Islam, but that's not all Islam. And then when it comes to having the good manners, when it comes to having the good morals, when it comes to having the good ethics, you find Muslims neglecting that. We neglect that. It's like we don't need to be well mannered. It's like we don't need to be well behaved. It's like we don't need to have the best of akhlaq. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala praised the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam with the best of his character, and that was his manners. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he says, وَإِنَّكَ لَعَلَى خُلُقٍ عَظِيمٍ. Indeed and verily Muhammad, you have the best of manners and you have the best of morals. With that, my sisters, the best and the most important thing that we have in our character as living in the West is to have the best of manners. The manners of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam that drew people to him and turned his enemies to be his followers, and made those who used to fight him to fight with him, and those who dislike him to like him, and those who turned away from him to turn to him, and those who looked down at him to look up at him, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. It was his manners, it was his morals, it was his ethics. And we have that responsibility of having the best of manners. We have the responsibility of having the best of ethics. We have the responsibility of having the best of discipline.
تذكر يوما كنت تعانق دمعة الفكر تناجي الله في صبر وترجو رحمة تسري فعاش القلب إخلاصا وصرت